Hello fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Fatima. If you're not a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Today is Ramadan day 23 and it's about 4 now. I'm going to go and pray my Asr and read the Quran. Yep. And then today's menu is just steamed rice, that's white rice, then my onion sauce recipe, then millet porridge, and then akara. That's it. That's beans cake. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So now I'm going to make my fire and then add the water to the fire. Then I'll go and pray and read the Quran. Let's get right into it.
I started out by making the fire, then adding my water to boil for the rice. As you can see, there's rice inside this pot. I added hot water and I'll allow it to parboil. Then I allowed it to parboil. Then I went to pray my Asr prayer, as you can see. After I finished, then I decided to make my herbs for the meat. I plucked some thyme, lemon thyme and normal thyme, rosemary, onions, garlic chives inside this basket. I washed them. I pound them into a paste mixed with garlic and fresh ginger. So in my meat, I added water, then my fresh herbs, then my dried herbs as well, and then I added seasonings to it, which I didn't even show when I added the herbs, the dried herbs. So I added my seasonings, a little bit of salt. I'll cover this and I'll allow it to cook until the meat is soft. Then I washed my rice, my parboiled rice that I parboiled on the charcoal. I'm going to add tons of water and wash it all the starch away, as you can see. After 80% cooking it, I added a little bit of water for it to steam, and this is the meat already cooking on the fire. Then I went to read my Quran and resonate with my Quran. After I'm done reading, I'm going to my mom already peeled these onions, so I washed them. I'm going to cut them into desirable shapes and size that I want. You can also cut them into according to your desires. I just cut them this size because it's easier, and yes, my sister advised me to do so because they come out so perfectly. I cut them to the right quantity. I cut like 4 bulbs of large onions, as you can see. I also cut some bell peppers, and this is my paste for the tamarind / millet porridge. I went to watch my tafsir. As you can see, that tamarind porridge is just millet, washed millet, then a little bit of ginger and some cloves, and then I blend it in a blender. Then I went to watch my tafsir, as you can see. Then I came back to the kitchen to make my sauce. I just added a little bit of oil to the pan, and then I'm gonna I tested 1 slice of onions to see whether the oil is hot. Then I add all my onions inside. I'm gonna saute this for 5 minutes. After sauteing for 5 minutes, then I add my paste of garlic, ginger, rosemary, thyme to it. Then after that, I also add in my crushed habanero pepper, that's Scotch bonnet, or either whichever the name you prefer to call it. And I'll mix everything well. I'm gonna season this. Then I added in my chicken stock. I didn't add seasoning to this soup because the chicken stock was well seasoned. So I added my meat stock all together. Sorry, I'm just recording this voiceover around 1 a.m. now. So I'm sorry, I'm behaving like a crazy person. I add in my meat stock. Then I add lemon juice to it because to make the food more gut healthy. You can also choose to add wine if you take alcohol, or you can choose to add vinegar or anything, balsamic vinegar or white wine vinegar. No, not balsamic vinegar, I mean pomegranate juice, anyone you prefer. Then you're going to allow it to cook. Then you add in your sliced bell peppers. You can also use green, orange, any kind of bell pepper that you want. But this was the one that we have on hand, and the sauce is done. That's it. Very simple, easy, tasty, delicious sauce. And my rice is also done cooking. And then I went to blend my akara. I just added bell peppers and Scotch bonnet to the blender, and this is my washed beans with a little bit of water. I'm going to turn this to a very, very smooth, silky paste. Then in the paste, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Don't add too much salt because it will taste somehow. Then I pour everything in a bowl. Add the salt. I'm going to whisk it very well until it starts foaming. As you will see, not necessarily foaming like foaming. Just you see tiny bubbles inside the paste. Then that means it will give you a perfect result. It will puff off like a donut or anything that you add yeast to it, and without even adding yeast to it. This is the perfect thing to replace meat for vegan people that doesn't eat meat. Just place it in between bread and eat it and thank me later. My people, the Fulani people, eat this very well. My dad loves it. I love it. A lot of people in my house love that. It tastes so good. Then I went outside to make my tamarind porridge. I just pour hot water onto my mixture and it thickens. Then I watered my plants, as you can see. And then after beating the paste for a very long time, then I went ahead to fry it. You're just going to scoop it and just fry it in hot oil. This is the final result. And then I clean after myself all the things that I used. I thought the day was going to be chaotic, but it turned out so chill because I didn't cook anything hard. They were simple. Clean the kitchen, clean the sink, clean the whole kitchen, as you can see now. And then I ate my dinner, as you can see.